Hold on, let me see if it. Excuse my language, Matt. Sorry, priest. Sorry, father.
Why does everyone have to apologize to me?
Let's see if I went live yet. Oh, now we're on. Okay, sorry everyone that's on YouTube tuning in. I just cursed in front of the Father. Matt will go to confession, but Kenny typically does these, and I didn't know you had to hit go live on StreamYard. So thank you all for waiting. I'll catch you up on everything really quick. Thank you all for
Only
waiting.
22 minutes in.
Yeah, 22 minutes in. I'm sorry. Catch up on everything. We're doing a live tasting of the first draft of the Pursuit United Double Oak experiment. We have 4 expressions here. I've been playing with partnering with Independent Stave and Interstave to create custom toast and char profiles to create our own Double Oak product for Pursuit United. We tasted through the first 2. The first one was a blend of 50. So it was a blend of bourbon. Half of it was finished with a 50% American Oak medium toasted staves. And then the second one was a 50% American Oak medium toast, but this tobacco char to give it some more tobacco spicy finish. And yeah, you're right, Dave. I cannot give Blake grief anymore for technical issues. I rely on Kenny's too much for this. But anywho, so we had the first one. We thought it was good on the front and mid palate, but a little kind of harsh, spicy. I think it's from that tobacco stave finish on that, or tobacco char. The second one we tried was a 40% American Oak medium toasted stave, 40% of that tobacco stave, and then 20% of the creme brulee stave. And these are not flavored staves. It's just the toast and char levels and the flavors we thought that it extracted out of the whiskey when we put these staves in there. And so we really like this one. It had some nice sweetness, some nice depth to it, a little bit of spice. We're on number 3, which I don't think I told you all with this, but this is 30% American Oak medium toast, 30% of that tobacco not tobacco char, 20% creme brulee char, and then 20% of that coffee char. And so we thought this one just gave it it was really viscous. You all say what you got out of it. I'm blabbing here, so.
I'd say it's a typical double oak product.
Yeah, but, so it's very
vanilla, viscous. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very viscous, very vanilla, cherry, bright fruits. A little hint of spice, but not much. But just a easy drinker, guzzler on this. Do you all agree?
Yeah, I thought for sure that creme brulee stave was going to be a part of this, but I guess not.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely creamy and really tasty and a little bit more punchy in a good way than the other previous 2.
If I didn't mention that, yes, there's 20% of the creme brulee on this, but there's.
Oh, forgive me.
That's okay. I probably misread that. My ADD is in effect because I'm terrible at multitasking, and there's 5 things going on, so I'm trying to do the best I can. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. I thought that was so far the best out of the 3. So I'm saying we have feedback. I think BT, that's we'll try to put on mute if we're not talking on that. So do I have feedback now, BT? I'm sure he'll chime in soon. So we'll go to number 4. So number 4 is, so the first sample was actually 106 proof. The second one was 108. The third one was 109. Let's see what this one is. I blended these using, these are 4 and 5 year old barrels. I think there's a couple, there's a couple 6 in there that were still aging at the warehouse. That won't be probably rare. I still think they need like 6 months more in aging. So we'll probably look at doing this sometime in Q1. Actually, these barrels were pulled in like July or August. So maybe we'll try them I'll probably try them again in January, see where they're at. Okay. So this one is. So this one's at 110. 110, we'll see. So this number 4 is a. We took one stave out, so we took the creme brulee stave, and this is a 40% American oak medium toast, 40% tobacco char, and then 20% of that coffee char on there. So we'll see what this does. Okay.
I was very surprised when you said you took the creme brulee out because I got a butterscotch punch on the nose.
I know, I did too. On the nose, definitely got that like Werther's butterscotchy caramel candy kind of.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, I don't know if it's because you said coffee. I tasted a hint of coffee in the palate, but
No, I totally do. They like dark roast
Mhm.
coffee. Yeah, and there's some nice. I feel like Kenny would be all over this. It's got some sweet oak in it.
Nice long finish.
Yeah, nice long finish. But that's the thing. It's like when you're creating when you, I guess you all as consumers, when you think of a double oak product, what are you looking for?
I'm not.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, like, give me real bourbon. Don't keep on trying to finesse it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if you need to sell more stuff, sure, I'll bite.
There's definitely a segment of the market that loves that
sure.
double oak profile.
Definitely.
And so we're trying to not appeal to them, but we're trying to. There's a flavor for everyone. So we want to stay true to ourselves and not make it where it's just overly like. Because sometimes I drink like Woodford Double Oak or 1910, and I'm just like, gosh, this is good, but it just tastes like artificially sweet, And if we're going to do a double oak, it was kind of the same with Oak Collection. I was like, if we're going to create something like that, I want the whiskey to still be the star. I don't want this like overly artificially sweet tasting profile. So Nate, no, we're not tasting 13 Colony. I have my own opinions about 13th Colony, but anyways, we are tasting through Pursuit United. This is an experiment that we're including the Patreon community on, our awesome members and fans, that we're just doing experiments and seeing like what product lines we may want to add to, the Pursuit United lineup. And so obviously double oak is a popular category within bourbon. And so we're seeing if this is something that we should explore or, offer. And so that's where we have a great audience with great palates. So we're including them on the process. And we've been tasting through 4 blends that I've put together of different stave finished American oak stave finishes. And so we're tasting through those and seeing what we like and don't like about them. And then I'll go back to the drawing board and refine and kind of go the direction that they think is best for this product if we do go this route.
I feel like those that go for the double oaked don't like the higher proof stuff too, but that might just be my experience. So I don't know. I like how you guys keep that higher proof up, but I feel like you need to go lower proof if you're trying to capture that audience.
But what's weird is like he's talking about 13th Colony. Their double oaks like 130 proof or something crazy, which is wild, And it's like black. It looks like molasses. Like I'm like, but the concern I have with 13th Colony, it doesn't say straight bourbon whiskey on it. It just says bourbon whiskey, and then it doesn't have a state of distillation on it. So we've tried to reach out to their team and ask why. Okay, why does it not say straight bourbon whiskey double oaked? Why does it say produced by, not the state of distillation? because if you don't do straight bourbon whiskey, that allows you to add flavors and colors and stuff. And so we're still waiting on clarification from them, just because I was just curious. I saw it and I was like, this color is really strange, how it's like just tar black. I mean, it is like really dark. And I've been experimenting and trying whiskeys that are 20 years old, and I've never seen black whiskey in my life. So I don't know. I have suspicions about it, but I'm going to I'll let them explain it and whatnot. And that's not what we're here for. But anyways, but yeah, 136. Yeah, it does have maple stay finished, which is just weird. Why would they call it a double oak if it's maple stay finished? Because it is a maple and oak. But anyways, it's 136 proof. So yeah, there's definitely a market out there, and it flies off the shelves. People go crazy over it. So there's a market for the higher proof, Matt. Is where I was going with that. Sorry. Long rambling.
I think I like the third one the most, but I'm a cherry fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the fourth one, in my opinion, it's got the most unique nose, and I really like that. But I kind of agree. Well, I don't remember who said it, but I don't chase very many double oaks either. But and I think Ryan, I think I heard in an episode you don't like the word smooth, but as far as it drinks lower than its, in the context I would use it as, it drinks lower than its actual proof. Number 3 would be what my friends who I know drink double oak would kind of consider smooth. Forgive me for using the word, but
yeah, 3's definitely the most approachable for sure. It's definitely got that nice, deep, rich sweetness, viscous, easygoing. It's definitely an easy drinker, and the dreaded word smooth, but it is enjoyable, you know.
Yeah.
But
that's the one complaint I get from a lot of people that I try to get into whiskey, is that they just can't, they can't drink it because they can't, it's too alcohol forward or whatever. So that's why I think, in my opinion, a lot of the double oaks are more popular, in a wider range of people.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, all my friends and relatives that, they're not like me, who have hundreds of bottles of whiskey in a whiskey company, they're like, give me the double oak or the maple finished or the honey and all this stuff. That's what they I think Americans just love sweet. That's what we like. I'm going to go back and try these again, just because now I feel like my palate's like primed up and it's like dialed in. Ken, what are you thinking? Oh, is Ken frozen? Ken's frozen. Okay. Never mind, Ken. So, Sean, is it meant to be an ongoing offer or an LTO? So, we don't know. We will probably, if we do decide to go this route, it will probably be an LTO to get market feedback. But then if it's received well, like Oak Collection was when we first did it and launched it, then we will make it an ongoing offering. What we want to do, if we do go this route, we talked about doing a cash strength double oak, because 13th Colony does, that 136, but we'd be one of the only people kind of doing a cash strength double oak too. So like I said, this is just like the infant stages of it, and just trying to get feedback from you all, see if like this is something you enjoy, if there's things you like about it, if you think it's a product you all would buy. Yeah, that's what you're here for. You're our focus group. So I'm going to go back, try the first one again, which was that 50-50 of American Oak medium toast, and then American Oak medium toast with that tobacco char.
Hey, Ryan, I'm sorry to digress. Do you remember what number 4's proof was?
Oh, yeah. So it's 110.
110? Okay.
Yep.
One doesn't bite as much now that I
Yep.
guess warmed up my palate. But I don't know if that's because my palate's fatigued or what.
No, it's definitely going back to it. Yeah, it's tamed it down for sure. Yeah, so it's definitely. I think I got this first time around, but it's like that, like toasted coconut, almost like almond joy in the front. But then it's like this nice, like burnt orange kind of flavor in the mid and back palate, and then little spices just kind of linger.
One is so much better the second time around.
No doubt. Once you get primed up. Yeah, JR and Sean say cash strength is always a winner. And so does, yeah. Well, now I'm hungry, Ryan. Thanks. That's what I do, Sean. Thanks. Ken, I think you froze up earlier. We were just wanting to hear your thoughts on it. What do you think on the 4?
Yeah, I think that anybody that does the double oak is looking for a more complex flavor, and I got that out of 2 and 3. And then going back and tasting 3 again, I do get that cordial cherry type. Originally, I would think 2 was the better, but now I'm second guessing, and I think 3 might be more complex.
I agree.
But 2 is a little sweeter. If you like a sweeter bourbon, I think that's a real good combination.
Yeah. 2 to me is a little too sweet, where it's kind of tasting a little artificially, maybe a little. It's like kind of overly sweet, but that's just me. I'm sensitive to that kind of stuff. Yeah, 3 just kind of gets dreamier as I go back to it. It's just really good.
Going back to it, I like 1 over 2 now.
Oh, totally. Yeah,
Mhm.
2 just kind of is just a little, like I said, it's just got that like overly rich sweetness kind of. But 3 is really opening up. It's got a lot going on. But 4 does too. 4 kind of reminds me of it doesn't remind me of 4 is probably less double oak profile. It probably has like, it's good, but it kind of reminds me of more 4 Roses, rustly kind of profile with like the rye vibrance, like with citrus and fruit, but also nice oak characteristics to it. I would 4 would be like I wouldn't think this would be a double oak product for sure. Which is not a bad thing though.
I was going to say, I think number 2 still is great, but to your point, Ryan, it's not a double oaked.
Is the mash bill the same in all 4?
Yeah, so there's 3, our for our bourbons, there's that 80-10-10 from Tennessee, there's the 78-10-12 from Kentucky. So those are 2 rye bourbons. And then the 70-20-10 from Finger Lakes. Yep.
So you mix them all. Okay. So you're just doing the straight up Pursuit blend and then double oaking them.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
The Pursuit United blend and then double oaked.
Okay.
Yep. And CT Gold, Matt is asking, since you're on this pick, can we request that whatever gets selected gets blessed?
I blessed the 1792 when I was
That's
with
right.
you.
That's
And I
right.
had a priest on the back for the sticker. Yeah. Knob Creek was a little bit. We couldn't do as much stuff. We couldn't sticker or anything.
Oh, I know.
I think that was in 2021. There was just two, you and Kenny and another guy from Arkansas and myself. It was very cold.
It was freezing that day.
So cold, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll do whatever I can to get the good stuff.
Yeah, this is good feedback from JR, Joseph, and Sean about doing the cast strength. And cast strength on these would typically, when we do our blends, cast strengths is about 118. So for the United line, we typically have to proof it down just 10 proof points. So not a lot of water. It's really not a ton to proof it down that much. So cast strengths definitely not out of the question. I just wanted to see kind of what they did at like YAR between that 107 to 110 mark. Because I feel like that proof's like pretty good where it's not overwhelming to a new drinker, but it still has good characteristics, barrel characteristics and whatnot. So yeah, I just keep going back to 3 and I really like it. I think it's just got great sweetness. It's got some nice cherry, raspberry notes, and then it's just got great toasted coconut, toasted oak. I think it's just overall the most balanced of all of them, and vibrant too. But honestly, going back to, I don't know now, like two. I don't know. I'm all over the place. There's things I like about each one of them. So
I think I would go 3, 1, 4, 2.
3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, so Matt's 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay. Yeah, let's do a vote. So all right.
I'm 3,
Matt's
2, 4, 1, 4.
3, 4. Oh, Matt, what were you? Sorry. 3, 4.
3, 4, 1, 2.
1, 2. And Ken, what were you?
3, 2, 1, 4.
3, 2, 1, 4. What about you, Justin?
So I'm a little torn. I think, like you say, it kind of depends on what you're trying to get. Like, as far as what I think would make the best kind of double oak product.
No, I just want to go with what you like the best.
What I like the best? See,
yeah.
I really don't know. I'm still a fan of 2, but I went back, like everyone else was saying, I went back to 1. Really enjoyed it. So, and then 4 is kind of out of left field. Like I think 4 is the most different out of everything.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. Like as far as liking it, I don't know if I'd like that or if it just kind of stands out. So, I'll been to the professionals in the group, and I would say 3, 2, 4, 1 would be my vote.
Okay, 3, 2, 4, 1, perfect. 3, 2, 1, 4. Okay, Eddie, what about you, my man? Last but not least.
As it relates to double oak, I like 3, 4, 1, 2.
3, 4, 1, 2. Okay. Okay, so we all like 3 as our number 1. And then it's split between 2 and 4. I'm kind of agree. Split. If there's something missing from number 3, what would it be? What is something that you like about 2 or 4 that 3 is missing? I know I'm asking a lot, but this is how I think through things.
In a double oak product, I don't think you want that, but I do want a little bit more bite or
Yeah.
kick, I guess, to it. But in double oak,
Yeah,
you're
you
looking for that smooth.
You want more punch.
Yeah, but we want our double oak to be not everybody else's. You know? So I want what
Yeah,
you
I
all
tend
like
to
best.
gravitate
Not
more.
what you think was.
Yeah, I tend to gravitate more towards a sweeter bourbon, so that's why I like two more than four.
So two because of the sweetness.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, both 3 and 2 had a nice complex flavor. You got a lot of variation of flavor on the palate.
Yeah. All right, Eddie. What about you?
Yeah, no, I agree. I love 2.
Yeah.
I really do. I think it has a weird kind of dusty funk thing to it. It's easy to drink. I don't know if it falls under the category of what people would expect from a double oak,
Well, it doesn't
but I think
matter.
I think it's damn good.
It is damn good. I know. There's things I like about. Yeah, this one, like you said, yeah, it's just got that. It just reminds me of like a bread pudding drizzle, on top of it. That just brown sugar, like crumble, like with the raisiny syrup kind of flavors going.
Right.
It's really nice.
Right.
So I probably should just blend all 4 together and 3, 2, and 1. Make it really complicated. Well, cool. I'm gonna just dabble. I don't know if y'all have any water near you. I just want to see like with what a little bit of water would do to them. Just see if it, because typically I don't know, with me and oakier whiskeys, or if you put a little water, it kind of opens them up more, and see just what kind of pops out. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to add basically just 1 milliliter to that, and let's see what that drops it to. Proof wise. Okay, so I dropped this to 104, which it was at 106. See what it does. That was just adding like a couple drops of water. Nope, I think it made it worse. Okay, don't do that. On 1 at least. Yeah, it just kind of makes it like it's weird, kind of weirdness. I don't know. Water did not help that one. I'm gonna add some to 2, see what it does. So yeah, a little bit of water to it. It kind of tames down the sweetness and opens it up to a little more spiciness, which is crazy. You wouldn't think, but it's interesting. I still think I like it better pre-water. Maybe I should stop adding water.
We're going for cash strength, right? Who cares about water?
Exactly. Yeah. Give the people what they want. Cash strength.
Right.
I'm just going to try 3 with a little water. Nope. I shouldn't have had water. Okay. No more water. Okay, cool. So, all right. From what I'm gathering, obviously we all like 3. And there's some elements of 2 and 4. So maybe 3 if it just had a little bit more sweetness. 4, I think, had a little bit more maybe classic bourbon profiles in there that probably made it stand out where it's more traditional. So this has been very helpful for me, just seeing what you all taste and what I taste, and I think we're aligned. But I think there's some things to 3 that maybe a little bit more sweetness, but a little bit more of a finish on it too. Matt's like doing some nasty face.
I put water in 4. I should have listened to you, but I kept on going.
Yeah, no more water. They're
Ah,
they're perfectly proofed. Well, except if we do cash drinks, though. Well, cool.
106, 107, 108, 109, 110.
Yeah, so 2 was 109, 3 was 108, and then 110 on number 4. So maybe 3, if it's at 110 or cash strength, maybe it would be where we, like Joseph said, maybe we do 3 at barrel proof. That's where we need to be. So next round we'll do. So what I'm gonna do? Okay, cool. What I'm gonna do is 3 at this proof, but with some elements of 4 and 2 that we liked, and then I'm gonna do 3 at cash strength as it is, and see what we like from there. Y'all think y'all on the same wavelength?
yep.
Cool. Well, do y'all have any questions or anything else to add?
No.
Thanks for letting us be a part of it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, thank you. It's a lot of times I'm by myself on these, and I just present to Kenny and tells me get back to work, or oh, that's okay, or that's good. And so it's good to have 5 other people, or 4 other people. Sorry, Tyler couldn't make it. He's in California, but he's gonna give us his feedback. And
You can keep on sending us samples. We'll give you our feedback.
Fair enough. You keep paying us, we'll keep sending you samples. So, but no, I seriously can't thank you all enough.
Hey, Brian, how long were they double oaked?
Yeah, so these were, hold on, let me look. I'm trying to find So these were about 8 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, playing with these, I'm kind of very overly cautious because I've let them go further, and you'll be like, okay, this tastes great, but let me give it another week, and then it just goes like bitter and tannic fast, after another week. So I pulled them when I thought they were perfect. Well, I thought they were a good amount of oak influence where they weren't just overly tannic or bitter. Because I've played with these 20 different staves a ton, and about that 8-week mark was about the sweet spot.
Yeah.
But I've done as low as 3 weeks too, because some of them they just take on flavors fast. It just depends too when you do it. When it's summer, for some reason, summer it absorbs it a lot faster.
Do you know what other double oaks, what they put theirs in for?
Well, that makes sense because it's.
Yeah, so with staves, you're gonna get a lot faster because you have more surface area. A lot. It just depends what they. So like 13th Colony, they do staves. like Woodford or what they're using barrels. And the reason they do that, and we've experimented barrels versus stave, you get the same result. Just staves go faster, and so you have to check them more often. And it, from a labor perspective, those distilleries have so many barrels, they can't check them as often. So doing in the barrel, it can take anywhere probably 4 to 6 months. And so it just gives them flexibility. Whereas the staves, because they have more surface area, it's going to impact the whiskey faster. But it's the same exact wood. All these staves are just reject staves because they couldn't fit into a barrel, to make a barrel perfect. So they take these. It's the same exact wood that's gone through the toast and char as it's in the barrel, but they just can't use it because it doesn't fit correctly. So it's the same exact wood, but you get that more surface area because you're inserting this into the liquid and gets, all 4 sides of the stave, versus just one side. Does that make sense? And 2, we're sustainable. We don't want to waste a brand new barrel on this. We like to use the waste product to. Yeah, Bourbon School, there was some echoes. We had some feedback. It's just because this is not a recording or professional. We're just having fun and make it a Hardin's Creek project with different double oaks. Yeah, that's right. We should. But we don't have the money to do mini packs. So anywho, but thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for sampling and giving us feedback. So this is great. It gives me direction to go towards. So if that's all y'all have, that's all I have. And I'll tune and we'll do one at Cash Drink.
Thank you
and
so
then
much, Ryan. Thank you so much, Ryan.
Yep. We'll do one at Cash Drink, one at a little adjustments on 3 with a little bit of 4 and 2 elements, and we'll go from there.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
Yep. Appreciate it, guys.
Yep.
Y'all have a good
Yep.
night.
Thanks so
ya,
much,
guys.
Ryan. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Peace.
Thanks, Justin.